If there is anything that is more than karma, type for me in the comment section that, hi, Sonia, there is something that is more than karma because I want to know. Because if there is anything that is more than karma, that is actually what I want this particular person to actually enjoy. She's already enjoying it already anyways, but I just want to add a little bit so that she can actually step up. Let it make sense to me that you are a nurse that is taking care of patients, that a lot of people rely or depend on you to actually prescribe drugs for them or save their life or any single thing relating humanity. We solely trust you. We solely depend on you because we know that you knew better than us. And at the end of the day, you took to your TikTok account with the same nursing uniform without even having to say, okay, let me remove this one, change into maybe a casual wear so that at the end of the day, these people will understand the point I'm coming to. But no, you choose to wear that thing that we've respected so much, that uniform that we've respected so much, that we think that life matters in your hands. And then you come out to say this trash, mocking people, mocking black folks, mocking even your own, and you think nemesis will not catch you. In fact, this particular nurse is not about to lose her job, but she has literally lost her job. And am I excited? I'm sorry, I'm excited. I'm not happy when people have downfalls, but I'm happy when people use their hand to create what is actually eating them up. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video and I'll be back with commentaries.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed. My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers.
So just an update on that nurse. Since that was posted, she was fired from her job. But as someone who's also a nurse and I work with newborn babies, there is nothing more sad and depressing to see at work when like these new parents who should be excited to take care of the new baby are like genuinely really concerned about how they're gonna feed their baby. Like, it is so just depressing. Like, I never knew until I became a nurse how expensive diapers are. Like, one package of diapers is 50 bucks, and not every parent can breastfeed, so they're relying on formula, just as expensive. And when I'm at work and we give away diapers and formula to these patients, it feels like I'm handing over gold because that's how expensive these things are. And whenever we discharge these patients, we try to make sure that they have all the resources that they need. But I just can't imagine being a nurse and making that video of mocking these people. Like, they just need help.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
Tina Coleman, to be exact. It is my job as a beautiful Black woman to make sure that the world knows that you, Tina, as an RN, are okay with children suffering due to malnutrition. Tina Coleman. Now, since you had your RN degree and you knew every fucking thing, you should have knew that you needed to turn your badge around in every photo. But see, me, I have time. So I scrolled a little bit to April and I saw that you were silly enough to forget, because people like you always forget. So, Tina, I've noticed that you've worked in Alabama and you've also worked in Kentucky, places where there are large populations of people who do need SNAP benefits and Medicaid. And I would never want someone like you to be working in the healthcare field that had to ever deal with someone who unfortunately needed those benefits. And not only that, as an RN, you should know the signs of a stroke, Have the day you deserve, Tina Coleman.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
I couldn't help but notice that on your profile you've got a GoFundMe page, and that GoFundMe page is for a friend of yours, it seems, a nurse that helped people for many, many years. And she's fallen on some hard times and she needs some work done on her home. Quite a bit of work, including foundation. If she doesn't get that foundation fixed, then her home's going to start to crack and possibly collapse, causing more financial damage. I noticed that in the description of the GoFundMe, it says that she's on disability. Well, my question to you is this: why is it my responsibility to pay for her disability? Not my fault that she's on hard times, that something has happened to her physically that doesn't allow her to get around like she should, that doesn't allow her to work like she should. It's not my fault. I don't care if she worked 30 years. Why is that my fault? Why do I have to help pay for her disability? Why are people having to give to this GoFundMe to help fix her home? Why can't she get out of bed and do it herself? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm just using your logic here. She should go get a second job, you know? I shouldn't have to pay for her to sit in her bed and complain about pain. She probably should get up and find a way to feed herself. She probably should get up and find a way to build her own house. She probably should get up and stop begging people for money. Not very nice of me to say those things, is it? Especially considering I don't know anything about her and why she's in that situation. And by the way, I'm going to assume, and this is just my interpretation of your own video, you picked up a black dog for a reason. Once a week I volunteer at a food bank, and this past week was chaos considering that the SNAP benefits were expiring. I will say this, that 75% of the people that asked for food last week were white. You can choose not to believe me, but I'm telling you, that's the truth. I saw it with my own eyes. Be better. Oh, and to this person's friend, I wish you nothing but the best.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility.
Y'all want to know what's crazier than getting on here spewing hate? The fact that you get on here being hateful while forgetting that your real name is out there somewhere. That somewhere being on your page. Now you've deleted your videos. But everybody know who you are, Tina. They know what state you live in. They know where you work. And that video is forever. I hope you don't lose your job. And then you're on here making fun of other people who need assistance while begging for money. That doesn't make sense. Tina. And not only that, you have a son-in-law who's in the Army. Consider the fact that he may need help one day too. Him and your daughter. Because there are a lot of people who are in the military who receive SNAP. Did you know that? Y'all got to think before y'all post.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
You know, it always amazes me how much people want to go viral so much that they're willing to risk everything they have to do it. Because you came on the internet and you mocked an entire group of people, like millions of people that need help every single day, putting basic food on their table, feeding their kids, meeting life's most basic necessities, and you're a nurse. Did you know that you have ethics that you are required to live under? And I don't know how it works, you swear an oath or whatever, but there are some ethics that you live under as a nurse. And here they are, Provision 1, the nurse practices with compassion and respect for the inherent dignity, worth, and unique attributes of every person. You literally have ethics as a nurse that you swear to that includes all of this stuff right here. And when you come on the internet and you mock humanity, you are directly breaking this. I wonder if your hospital has something similar in their mission statement. Oh, look at that. They do. The mission of blank hospital to care for our community by improving the health and well-being of the people we serve, regardless of their economic or social status, by providing healthcare, disease prevention, and health education services, regardless of their economic or social status. I don't think your hospital agrees with you. Now, look, your secret's safe with me. I don't go that far. If you're going to come on the internet and mock people who need help, who actually work, in many cases, 2 jobs to be able to feed their kids, you're breaking multiple guidelines here. Just wanted you to know that this is not hard. Anyway, I hope you care for your patients that come through your doors more than what you portray on the internet, because I don't think that your employer would really appreciate this, your internet presence and the way that you handle yourself. I'm just taking a wild guess.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
Well, hey there, Tina. How you doing, sweet pea? How's the weather down there in Alabama? You know, I couldn't help but catch your video, and I have to wonder if your bosses would be interested in seeing a video of you making fun of the potential for babies to be starving. I feel like that isn't really in line with all of the stuff that goes along with your career field as a registered nurse. So I'm thinking that maybe they would love to support you in your social media. What do you think? I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you. We're going to find out either way, right? But hey, Tina, you have yourself a day, okay?
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my...
Bet money that this woman goes to church every Sunday. Every fucking Sunday, I bet you she does. I'm so disappointed in humanity right now. I'm so disappointed in our country. I mean, I'm sick to my stomach. Just sick. People like this are so evil and so cruel. And they have no fucking clue what it feels like to fucking struggle. I don't even really know what else to fucking say about these monsters, other than they're showing themselves to us. They're showing us.
And to that RN that's about to lose her job for that video, was it worth it? Was it worth it, honey? Was it worth it? Did you think your job cared about you enough to protect you during this? Did you think you weren't irreplaceable? You're a dime a dozen, honey. And this is the wrong time of year to get fired from your job, babes. Wrong time of year. Y'all let me know when the official update that she lost her job comes in, because I know it's coming. A lot of people have already contacted her employer. She really watched the toast lady have her shit handed to her and was like, you know what? I want that to be me.
That's the nurse from yesterday's sassy RN or whatever it is, in her full nursing gear. People identified her, and I guess they contacted HR. Now her videos are gone, and she sent me a nasty message. She said she's going to contact her attorney. Bring it. Bring it.
I'm sure many of you have seen this nurse, but I want to tell you it gets worse.
It is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayer.
But she also posted this.
On today's episode of Black and Jobless.
So TikTok, please, for the love of God, do your thing.
I'm stitching this because people need to see what's happening in real time when a nurse publicly mocks people receiving SNAP benefits as if poverty is a personal failure. So this nurse, who identifies as Tina Coleman, an RN at Crenshaw Community Hospital in Laverne, Alabama, thought it was appropriate to belittle people who rely on public assistance, many of whom are the same patients we care for every day. So I'm going to let you see the clip.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
So this is the ugly side of nursing culture we don't talk about enough. The performative, I work 2 jobs pride that disguises contempt for the poor. Nursing isn't about judging who's worthy of help. It's about care, equity, and humanity. And we've seen too many stories of bullying, discrimination, and classism in this field. It is time for accountability. The profession needs to study it, name it, and root it out. Because when you humiliate the vulnerable, you do not represent nursing. You absolutely disgrace it.
Honestly, I don't know how people feel mocking children. I'm sorry guys, my camera went off and I just have to wrap up this video with this quality, so please pardon me. So I don't know how people go to the extent of mocking children. You are a woman, for crying out loud. If this is coming out from a man's end, we'll have just managed it and be like, okay, he's just a man, probably he really doesn't understand what motherhood is all about. But as a woman, and not just only a woman, someone that has actually been in the nursing industry, someone that a lot of people actually rely on for you to actually save their life, or someone that people rely on for you to actually prescribe drugs, is now coming out to bring out a dog, a black dog, wearing that dog a clothes and making sure that you're using him to represent people's children. If you also have children, using him to represent your own children, an animal for that matter. I understand the fact that a lot of you guys like puppies, like animals. In fact, especially some of these white folks, they can even prefer to give their animals. I've seen a woman that said that in a video, that she prefers to give animals food, keep them, give them shelter, than give it up to black people. Honestly, I've seen that. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, no wonder you could behave the way you behave. And now seeing this is quite alarming. You've seen a lot of videos, clips flying that a lot of people are actually losing their job, blah, 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 east, west, north, and south. And this is actually need to serve as a lesson to a lot of you guys. But some of these white folks, I actually do not know the names to call some of them, because I know that some of them actually understood what it really means to be a mother, and they know what they needed to do at every point in time. But some literally don't. They can just come here, say anything, do anything, and feel like karma will not come for them. Now this nurse has practically lost her job, and I believe she's not only losing her job, and she'll also be losing her license, as far as I'm concerned, if there's anything like that. Let people just mind and learn what to use in representing human beings, especially when it's regarding children. You don't care about children, you don't have sympathy for children. So why were you literally in that industry to save life? Automatically, then I will not be surprised that you are going to be prescribing wrong medications to people that you don't like. It is what it is. But she's actually getting the fafu and the karma that she actually deserves right now. I can't even wish for less for her, honestly, so that next time, if she have an opportunity of coming online, she will literally know what to say and know exactly how to say it. Because I feel like some of these people, if they don't learn the hard way, they will not learn their lesson. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yeah, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah. Let me know your thoughts.